All right, this is an instructional video for the PA system at Westside Baptist Church in Haynesville, Louisiana. We've got a small equipment rack and Yamaha MG20XU console. For speakers, we've got a double hang of TOA HX5s and a couple of stage monitors. In the rack at the top is a key changer for the CD player. Be able to change the transpose the keys for the CDs. And we've got our main on-off switch right here for the entire system. Underneath that is the media player. It's a Tascam. No, I'm sorry, a Marantz PMD526C, and the first button here allows you to alternate between sources. You've got a CD player. You've got an auxiliary input. You've got a USB input, an SD input, as well as a Bluetooth connection. So the next thing is the processor, which is basically a set it and leave it. We've routed signal and applied equalizers and things like that using that processor. In the bottom are the amplifiers, one for the mains, one for the monitors. On the console, we've got stage inputs coming in here from the stage. And then next is 9 and 10. Those are our choir, coming in from the choir microphones, hanging microphones. We've got 4 wireless microphones, which are installed actually in the back of the rack here. And then we've got our media player, our Marantz PMD526C media player coming in right there on channels 17, 18. On the mixer itself, we've got, first when the signal's coming in, we've got a pad button which allows us to reduce the input signal if we need to as it's coming in. If it's coming in too hot, we can reduce it here by 26 decibels. Next to that is a high-pass filter, which actually takes all the bass out, which is useful for microphones. It's at 80 hertz, so everything below 80 hertz is not usable in a microphone anyway. So doing that eliminates a lot of the rumble and handling noise of the microphone. The next thing is the gain, which we refer to as like your main water valve outside your house. This is what regulates how much signal goes to everything. So that's your main level control. If I adjust this, I do adjust it in the monitors, in the effects, in the mains. I adjust it everywhere because I'm allowing more signal to come into the strip. Next is a compressor, which basically limits the volume. If I have someone who's speaking or preaching very loudly and dynamically, I can apply some of the compressor, and that will limit how loud they can actually get in the system, prevent some damage to the system. Next, we've got our green knobs, which is our equalizer, high, mid, and low. We can adjust this to adjust the tone of of our source. Auxiliary 1 is our stage monitors, and that is the only auxiliary that we're using. There's 3 total here, the blue knobs, and 1 is the only one that we're using, and that's to adjust the source in the wedge monitors. And on down, we've got this right here, and the white one is effects. That's reverb or whatever, which we'll cover in a minute. Next is the pan, which is not being used. We have a mono system, not left. We can't go left and right, so that should be in the middle, but it doesn't affect anything. And then the next thing is our on button. If that is not illuminated, then this channel is not activated. That activates the channel. We have to make sure that the red ST button is pressed, and that's what tells this channel to be sent to the mains. ST for stereo, which is what they refer to the main out as. So that has to be pressed. And then the last thing is the PFL. If I have headphones in, I can push the PFL, which stands for pre-fade listening. And I can hear just that channel in the headphones instead of everything. And of course, my main volume slider right there. So if we go over to the main section over here, we see our main volume control for our master for the mains. It also has to be illuminated and turned on. If it's not, then we won't get any sound out of our mains at all. Just above that in our main section, we have monitor level, which is not to be confused with stage monitors. This is for if we had 2 studio monitors set up here in the booth, we could adjust it there, and it's right there with our headphone level, which we can connect right here. Just to the left of that is our where we can select which of these effects we want to use. Right now it's on 10, which is a real nice effect. I select it by twist it and press it in to enter. Number 10 is a gated reverb, which is a nice smooth reverb. I can adjust how long the reverb is or something like that here with the parameter. And then just under that, I can turn it on and off, adjust the level of it there. And right next to the left of that is our master auxiliary levels. So we had covered that auxiliary 1 is for our stage monitors. This is the master, just like the main slider for the mains. This is the main master volume control for the stage monitors right here.